Those freezing temperatures have definitely made it here to Bell County. I'm here at one of our station vehicles. Right on rubbing right now is nothing but ice right here. So if there's ice on the windshield, just imagine how much ice is out here on the roadways. You can see that the fire department is still working to contain the fire, and smoke is in the air. As I mentioned earlier, there were people being escorted from the hotel, and we're also hearing that the roof collapsed. As you can see, it's burned this entire field, and there's still some smoke in the background there. I'm gonna have you zoom in right here, and you can see why they're calling it the corn husk fire. It was a field of corn, but now that is no more. When you say that you got breakfast here, I'm going to wake up every single time. I'm going to show you what we're doing right now. Let me get this egg. Bam! We are getting ready to make some breakfast tacos already. They have sausage and everything on the grill. Just imagine how crazy it must have been just seeing this big steeple fall off the top of that church. It's actually almost twice my body length here. When you look at these pictures, what do you see? Now, some may say that they're beautiful. Others may say this is over the top or too much. Now, research shows that black and brown men and women are less likely to be hired for their job with hairstyles like these. You might have been seeing a lot of rainbow colored items like flags online and in the store and all across your neighborhood, but how did the rainbow become the symbol for the LGBTQ community? Matthew, I saw there was 100-degree temperatures. One question, why? Why?
It's another hot day out there, and the heat's...
This is definitely a scary moment for many people here in the company. Now, I'm going to tilt the camera down just a bit. Now, if you see here on the ground, you can definitely see some of that residue that's still over there from the chemicals. And you can also see the corner of the burnt door there where they tried to start the fire. Now, they've dealt with their share of angry customers, just as many other businesses around here in this area, but they never expected something like this to happen. For nearly 30 minutes, this man used cocktails and chemicals, desperately trying to set fire to Towmasters Towing and Recovery early Wednesday morning.
He made his cocktail right there, and he kind of threw it. Boom. He kept trying to light that door.
Owner Ricky Britt says around 3:30 a.m. he received camera alerts someone was on his Killeen property.
They ding on my phone, but I guess I didn't. I guess I just slept right through it, or, you know, I don't know what was going on.
Fortunately, lead driver James Altman drove up to finish his paperwork only moments after the suspect left.
I could see like soot and burn on the bottom of the door and everything like that. So I called Ricky. I was like, hey, I believe somebody tried to catch the building on fire.
Ricky and his wife raced to the scene and called the police. Ottman says the inside was filled with smoke. They also found broken glass, chemicals, and other materials around the building.
As I checked some of the stuff, I found out that the tow truck and one of my vehicles over there, whatever he tried to use, threw it all over down the side of it.
It was everywhere.
Though the smoke made it inside, the fire stopped at the door.
You can tell he didn't know what he's doing because that's a steel door, you know?
They're glad the building is still standing, but now they want to find the person responsible.
However he left was out of film. It was out of sight. So he knew what he was doing.
We don't know where it's coming from. I mean, that's what we would love to know. Where is it coming from? Why?
Britt says the Killeen police and the county fire marshal were on scene, and they're still investigating. As you can see in the video, that the person who did this was covered up from head to toe. Now, they've been working with local neighbors and others in the community. Now, if you do know anything or if you saw anything that night, then please contact the Killeen Police Department. Live in Killeen, Jarell Baker, 25 News.
And 25 News reporter Jarell Baker joins us live from Lerma Boxing Gym with more on this inspiring story. But boy, you are getting your reps in, ain't you? Don't run out of breath now.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You good?
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I am good. I'm good. I'm just practicing those techniques that Jaime just taught me. Now, he's been teaching kids here for the past 20 years, inspiring them with his legendary boxing career, teaching them how to move on and move forward. Footwork, jabs, hooks, crosses, and much more. Every Tuesday and Thursday, kids in Waco get a chance to learn boxing lessons from former welterweight world champion and Olympic boxer Jaime Lerma. One of the best parts, it's completely free.
Nobody knew me at first, but then a few months in, I started to get new friends.
That's totally amazing. It gives kids a safe place to come, a place where you don't really have to worry about your kids.
This is the same place Jaime's father introduced him to boxing at the age of 6.
My dad grew up poor like most Mexicans growing up. He had several brothers and sisters and never could afford to play sports. So he had 3 sons and said they're going to play every sport there is.
2 years later, his dad passed away.
With the loss of my dad at 8 years old, the boxing gym was my escape.
Like his father, Jaime found his love for boxing, and the passion fueled him to success.
Kept doing it, was number 2 in the nation at the age of 13, became a member of the USA boxing team at 17, turned pro at 18, won the WBF welterweight world title at 23.
Jaime finished his career with 25 wins and 8 losses. But his biggest achievement came in 2004, when Jaime came back home and took over the Waco Boxing Club.
My dad having a love for it is what made me have a love for it. And now seeing these kids in here gives me a different kind of love for it.
Since then, Jaime has helped kids in Waco find their escape, giving them the skills and confidence to take on any fight they may face.
Before it was for me winning and achieving things. Now it's watching them do it, me helping guide them and show them, me and my other coaches helping get these kids to that point.
This year, he'll be inducted into the inaugural class of the Texas Boxing Hall of Fame, along with his brother, who's also a boxing champion. Live in Waco, Jarell Baker, 25 News.